What are the mystery drones doing? And is the U.S. military actually at war with them, or is there some sort of conflict between them? Well, let's talk about the mystery drones and exactly what seems to be going on or what might be going on. So get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Yeah, so here's an experiencer of the mystery drones that is seeing these things nightly, and they are sweeping in some sort of pattern over his property. And this orb or a drone actually changes shape as it goes.
So I know it looks like on video, it just looks like a white smudge. In the sky, it's a very bright light. It's the light temperature is like a bad LED light, like a really light, really white, bluish white light. I know it's not coming across that way in the video, but that's what it looks like in person. It looks like a LED light that's like a bright white, bright whitish blue almost. Like basically the LED color temperature that everybody hates, the non-natural color temperature, even though the iPhone is making it look like it's a normal temperature. All right, so I've been recording for 2.5 minutes now, and you can see how far it has moved in 2.5 minutes. It is moving very, very slowly. So, like I said, I'm estimating these things are going 20 miles an hour, maybe 30. It's taking its sweet time. Oh, the light just changed color. Wow. So the light just went from a really bright spotlight looking thing to now it's just the dimmer red, green, white pattern. Did you guys, I don't know if that came across in the video, but it's like a spotlight turned off. It's like it had a really white, really bright white blue light, and then it just turned off, and now it's like either at a different angle.
Also, it now appears to be blinking. A big bright spotlight turned off, dimmed, and then it began to blink. What the heck is going on? But it's not the first time that grid-like patterns have been reported.
Joining us now is the mayor of Washington Township, New Jersey, Matthew Morello. Mr. Mayor, thank you so much. I mean, we've seen all these videos, but you've witnessed it firsthand. What did you see?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. We are now in week 4 of this, and like Whit described, these are vehicles we see in the sky. Many times we'll see multiple drones. We'll see 3, 4, 5 at a time. They appear to be traveling in some type of grid pattern. Whether they're mapping or videoing, we're really not sure. But it is very bizarre.
Yeah, it's very bizarre. And yeah, so they're forming patterns. They're doing predictable things. They're showing up nightly, forming grid patterns over some places. In some places, there appears to be conflict between the drones and the U.S. military. Here's a video of helicopters chasing what appears to be mystery drones or orbs. Hard to tell if these are orbs or actual mystery drones. Yeah, what the hell? And of course, you know, we have to clearly differentiate between the orbs and the clearly, seemingly NHI vehicles and beings and the mystery drones, which could be one, could be man-made, could be control group. You know, we just don't quite know at this point what the mystery drones are. The longer this goes on, though, the more I'm inclined to think it's more anomalous and more NHI. I just don't know if human actors could keep this going for so long without something going wrong and these drones falling into, you know, crashing or being shot down and being, you know, recovered and analyzed. And the, you know, actors found out or found out in other ways. It just seems even the control group would be hard pressed to do all of that without getting caught. And yeah, let's see, another fighter squadron down the road from my house scrambled 4 F-16 fighter jets. My buddy and I were talking in the front yard, says this experiencer, and a few minutes later we noticed an extremely bright glowing orb in the sky. It was moving slowly towards my house, and after about 10 minutes, it started moving in the opposite direction. It was probably somewhere around 25,000 feet and was visible for about an hour and a half before we lost sight of it. I used to work on airplanes in the Air Force and also know a lot about drones. I can confidently say this glowing object was neither. What the hell is going on here in New Jersey? Below are a couple of unedited pics and videos I took from my Samsung phone, says Matthew Nelson. All right, let's give this thing a look. So, is that a mystery drone or is that an orb? That looks like an orb to me. And in the previous video, those may have been orbs as well. So we may be seeing the military scrambling against actual NHI, and it's unclear where the mystery drones fit into all of this. If they're forming grid patterns and so on, what are they doing? And how does it relate to the orbs? Did the orbs come first and the mystery drones were brought in to confuse the issue? But if that was the case, then why are the mystery drones doing weird things like forming grid-like patterns? And it gets even weirder. Guys. Very strange video of light seemingly bending around a drone. Or is this just rotors, the poster asks. What is going on there, guys? Maybe you have an answer for me, a mundane explanation for what is going on in this crazy video. Is that just the wind and the rotors, or is that something more anomalous, some crazy technology on display? This gentleman right here is claiming to be a whistleblower from the Army who says the orbs are alien, they are NHI, but the drones are something else. They are man-made. And he says more information will be forthcoming and more contact will be forthcoming, but he doesn't give any answers or any details about that. It'll be very, interesting to see what comes of that. But there was this that was very interesting. It seems to make sense with this. Breaking news in New Jersey, orb was seen shooting out other orbs. Then another drone blew it out of the sky. And it seems a little confusing.
So we got this crazy...
What's an orb and what's a drone?
Hamilton Lake in New Jersey. So we got this crazy video. This was recorded at Hamilton Lake in New Jersey.
There's a little music in the background, so I'm not going to play the audio, but I'll link to this and you can watch it at your leisure. But yeah, you can see these orb-like objects in the sky and doing weird anomalous things. Orbs coming out of orbs, as they do, I guess. I've shown a few videos that are similar to this. Things coming out of orbs. That is something they seem to be able to do. And then that happens. What? So this mother orb that these other orbs are birthing out of suddenly explodes. Does it get attacked again by the military? What is going on here? Does it just explode as a process of whatever is going on? This one says an orb was seen shooting out other orbs. Then another drone blew it out of the sky. And it seems to be confusing orbs and drones as if they're the same thing, but they're not. Although one may be able to turn into another. Who knows? It's all so crazy, guys. But yeah, there's, helicopters chasing orbs. There's orbs being blown out of the sky. There's mystery drones that may be ours. And then there's, other information coming out all the time. Like I made the video about the missing cattle, 180 missing cattle that may or may not be connected to the mystery drone phenomenon or the orb phenomenon. But, all of this, the mystery drones began in Colorado, as best we can tell, in about 2019, 2020. And during that time, the mystery drones were harassing cattle, according to Chris Grooms, the former chief of police of Ord, Nebraska, from an excellent interview on the Good Trouble Show.
But as far as when these things would show up, I received a phone call one night from a rancher, and he had stated to me, you know, these things are essentially lighting up his pastures with lights, almost like a searchlight or something like that. And it was starting to really bug him because it was making his animals move away from where he had left them. And, you know, he'd have to go out at 4 or 5 in the morning and round them all up and get accountability of everything. And it just became a nuisance. But yeah, he had made the comment that whatever these things were, they had lit up his cattle, and he could see it doing it, and it made him irritated. So he went out to go try and, you know, chase it off or whatever he thought he was going to do. But it just, yeah, again, it just took off. It just left.
Okay, so there you go. Lit up his pasture, just like we may have seen in that first video I showed you, where there was the mystery drone lighting up the pasture of the gentleman who posted that, or the ranch or whatever that was of the gentleman who posted that. Is that exactly what is being reported by this police officer here? This object lighting up the land? In that case, in that first case, was it searching for cattle or something else? What disturbed these cattle that this police officer is talking about in 2020? Was it looking for cattle at all? Was it doing something else? And then it just happened to affect the cattle because they were sensitive to whatever this object is. But if that's the case, if it doesn't have anything to do with the cattle, then what about those 200 missing cattle, 180 missing cattle? Or is that connected at all? Were those just stolen cattle? You know, people do steal cattle. You know, that is a thing that happens. But is there a connection between that and cattle mutilations? Cattle mutilations are often linked to UFOs. The UFOs seem to be doing that. So, you know, is this part of the same pattern? Trying to make sense of this is difficult, guys. But yeah, there you go. We have a potential conflict between the military and Orbs. We have mystery drones doing grid patterns and affecting cattle in one shape or another. So we're starting to get some pieces of the puzzle put together here, guys. I don't know what the hell's going on, but something's going on. Let me know what you think of that is in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, thumbs up, smash subscribe, share on social media, buy a t-shirt, buy a coffee mug, become a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Also, channel members frequently get to see videos hours ahead of everybody else. Meanwhile, there's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.